Honest Pop Culture fans. Have you had it with your significant other? Has your weeks in quarantine made you begin feeling insane in the membrane? Maybe you've even slightly considered lightly maiming your spouse or children. Well, don't worry. I'm sure we've all been there, especially if you have multiple kids running around your house. But hey, who am I to judge? Even if you won't say it out loud, we've all had some mad moments caused by our family, but the women we're talking about today have better follow-through than we do. Instead of actually murdering your significant other who's been driving you mad for the past few weeks, let's take a look at the top 5 crazy-ass bitches in cinema. These women had seemed docile and friendly, but deep down had insidious intentions. When you're pushed to the brink of your own sanity because of your surrounding family, friends, neighbors, or lovers, you can't help but understand from their perspective. Crazy-ass women are found more often in thrillers, but that won't be the entirety of today's list. We will be examining why they went off their rockers and if it was valid. This will be a fun list today, so let's get into it. Welcome back to Honest Pop Culture Reviews. I'm your unstable host, Jackie K, excited to cut you all some slack at home while seeing women who went all in on the crazy train. Number 5, Annie Wilkes' Misery. Man, does Stephen King know how to write a disturbed woman. You would think there might be some cause at home because of that. Who knows? Annie seems like a wonderful, caring nurse taking care of her absolutely favorite rider, Paul Sheldon, after he gets in a car wreck during a snowstorm in the Outer Banks of a very, very small town. But we and Paul quickly realize that Annie is an unstable woman who insists on getting what she wants. Paul does nothing, absolutely nothing to cause Annie to go off the edge. What's so incredibly scary about Annie Wilkes is that she seems fine one moment and then completely bonkers the next for no reason whatsoever. She becomes completely unhinged. Kathy Bates' performance as the mild-mannered Annie is breathtaking. You would think she'd want to do more with Paul than just have him write another novel about her favorite character, something of the more sexual endeavor, but she doesn't, and somehow that's even scarier. You can check out Misery on Hulu right now, and if you want to see a kind of prequel to her craziness and what she does before hobbling Paul, you can continue your Stephen King binge by watching Season 2 of the anthology series Castle Rock on Hulu. Lizzie Kaplan perfectly embodies a younger Annie Wilkes. It is some impressive television, to say the very least. Number 4, Carrie White. Carrie. Aww. Poor Carrie White. When you talk about innocent girls who turn bad, Stephen King's Carrie White takes the cake. Although not a fully grown woman quite yet, in fact she's just coming into her womanhood as a senior, she packs the most potent of punches. Punches. Because of the prop punch. Woo! Carrie has kept to herself her entire life, the pure definition of being a wallflower, until she learns about her menstrual period in a shower scene after gym. Her fellow classmates can't understand her fear and begins to tease her endlessly. Things just go downhill from there for Carrie, and her teenage rebellion causes havoc with a countless body count. If you go on to watch one of the Carrie films, the original Sissy Spacek film is by far the superior of them all, but there was a made-for-TV film I recall watching when I was a preteen, so 2002-ish, and then the recent theatrical remake with Chloe Grace Moretz. And then you even have Friday the 13th Part 7, which was actually made to be a Carrie versus Jason film until the rights couldn't be procured. But still a decent matchup against the famous hockey mask killer. Carrie has the absolute best breakdown of all of the women on our list today, and she has the best reason to flip the fuck out. That pig blood scene, well, I mean, hell, if I had telekinesis powers, I'd probably burn down more than just my hometown after what they did to her. You can stream the original Carrie on Showtime and rent it or the remake on Amazon for $2.99. Number 3, Alex Forrest, Fatal Attraction. What happens when you're the other woman? You've had a hot and passionate night with Michael Douglas, a really handsome guy you met through work, unaware that he's blissfully married. I mean, he mentions his wife, but he seems unhappy during it, right? You have the best night of your life with him, and then all of a sudden, he doesn't call you back. So you're a little persistent with him. You insist They have another date. You might threaten your own life, but you would never harm another person. Now, you're hopelessly in love with him, but he's married. What's a girl to do? You make yourself more and more available. Call him at work. Show up at his usual haunts. Even pretend you're pregnant with his child. He needs to take some responsibility, because what if you were actually pregnant? His kid has a pet rabbit. All you did was make a nice stew. You get to know his wife, learn more about his life. You're just a caring woman, after all. Fatal Attraction is an amazing classic thriller of a woman tricked into having sex with a married man, and all she wants to do is get even. Why is she considered the crazy one? It still hits hard even 33 years later. It has some very sexy scenes in it, and it is a pulse raiser thanks to the incredibly powerful Glenn Close and Michael Douglas. It is available to stream on Showtime and DirecTV, or to rent for $2.99 on Amazon. Number 2, Beverly Stuphin, Serial Mom. Serial Mom. This may be a bit obscure, a little out there for more of our casual viewers out there. I initially found it and watched it when I was in college, but it is an amazing dark comedy that features Kathleen Turner as the unhinged Beverly, a young Matthew Lillard in one of his first roles as her son, and Ricki Lake as her daughter. All written and directed superbly by John Waters. Bev is a classic, stay-at-home, no-fillers slice of American Pie mom who dotes on her children, serves a giant breakfast for her family every morning, and keeps her husband happy at home. But something much darker lies beneath the classic character type of a 1950s mom living in grunge 1994 America. Her obscenity begins lightly. She makes dirty prank phone calls to her neighbor, who she just happens to disdain because she can't seem to figure out the block's recycling regimen. As her neighbors and children's schoolmates take a slight against any member of her family or home, she begins to build a hell of a body count. Serial Mom is a very fun, clever film that has turned into a bit of a low-key cult classic, never really rising to the fame it clearly deserves. I love Serial Mom, and if you enjoy dark comedies following a picture-perfect mom lose her shit by an amazing actress who doesn't just play it for jokes, I know you'll fall in love with it yourself. Serial Mom is currently available on Stars to stream, but you can also rent it on Amazon for $3.99. Honorable mention, Mrs. Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Wow, did I have a tough time picking an honorable mention for our list today. There are just so many crazy-ass women, but finding the ones that fit our requirements today were tougher than I realized. But we have got to give props to the mild-mannered Mrs. Voorhees where they are due. Because this woman would have never gone on a murdering rampage against sexy, drunk, drugged camp counselors if she hadn't lost her son in a tragic drowning accident. So props, Mrs. Voorhees, you crazy ass bitch. Those kids weren't even alive when your son died, pushed you over the edge, and they deserved every crime you committed against them. Number 1, Amy Dunne, aka Amazing Amy, Gone Girl. By far the most creative, insane, yet completely in control of her mind and actions is Amazing Amy, portrayed by Rosamund Pike in David Fincher's adaptation of the Gillian Flynn novel, Gone Girl. Amy is incredibly deserving of our top spot today. Every guy wants a cool girl, and Amy presents herself as just that to her future husband, Nick Dunne, an affable loaf, portrayed perfectly by Ben Affleck, who ran into a streak of bad luck in his marriage, but to be fair, Amy would have never turned on him if he hadn't just smartened the fuck up. Amy could deal with them both losing their jobs during the 2008 recession. She could also deal with Nick doing nothing productive at home when he lost his job. She could deal with uprooting their entire life in New York to move back to Nick's hometown in Measley, Missouri, to take care of his cancer-stricken mother. Amy could even deal with him spending the rest of her trust fund on buying a bar he would run with his sister, who she hates. What pushed Amy over the edge after all that? What made Amy frame her husband for her disappearance, murder, and fake her own pregnancy post-disappearance, because that's bloody brilliant? is cheating on her with a bimbo Barbie student 10 years younger than her with tits the size of the moon. Amy is too smart for her own good, and she's lied about her significant others before. Eventually, she kills for her love of Nick to save his ass after she put him in this crazy predicament. It is a brilliant film, and if you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, maybe read the book first, because it's just, if not more compelling. What do you think? Would you frame your husband for your disappearance and murder if, after all you'd done for him, you caught him cheating? What I find to be the most interesting thing about Gone Girl, though, is that the first half, the missing pregnant wife, the crime scene screaming foul play by the husband, was actually all inspired by a tragically true story, the mystery and murder behind Lacey Peterson. I personally own Gone Girl, and it was the inspiration for today's list, but if you don't own it and want to give it a watch, you can currently stream it through your cable provider, FX, or DirecTV. It is also available to rent for $2.99 on Redbox, $3.99 on Amazon, or purchase it for $1 more at $4.99. Well, that's our list. Our husbands out there, you're gonna be a little kinder to your women? And our wives and mothers, let's hope I didn't give you too many ideas for your quarantine-rattled brains. I know it's gotta be tough, but please do not hobble your husbands or frame them for your murder. Things are bad right now, but it'll get better again soon. I hope. We hope. It will, right? It will. Thanks so much for watching our video today. I kindly ask that you like, share, subscribe, and comment what you thought of this week's list and film selections. I think that after we look at April's Netflix content dump, our next list is going to be about rat bastard men. This has been Honest Pop Culture Reviews. I've been your host, Jackie K, keeping pop culture honest. You can. What did I write? What the fuck did I write? It's fine. And all she wants to do is get even. Why is she. It's get even. Why did I write. Oh, fuck, Jackie. Okay, straight. Why is she considered the crazy one? It's still. She's clearly crazy. I mean. Whew. I can do this straight. I can play this straight. Okay. It's currently available to stream on Showtime and DirecTV to rent for... What the fuck, Jackie? Number 2, Beverly Stuphin. Stuphin? Stuphin. 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 Stuphin? Stuphin. Stuphin. Okay. Number 2, Beverly Stuphin. God damn that name. Okay. Number 2, Beverly Stuphin. Stuphin? Okay. Her obscenity begins lightly. She makes dirty prank phone calls to her neighbors. It's just such a funny scene. Okay. It's of a low-key cult classic. Never really rising to the fame. Fuck me, I can't speak today. This has been Honest Pop Culture Reviews. I've been your host, Jackie K, keeping pop culture, blah, 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 blah.